I'm going to show you a couple of items that I received recently. One of these are one of the packages of Cuttlebug folders is directly from Cricut.com. It's the Asian bundle, and the other one is the HSN romance one. So I'm going to show you the Asian one first. I don't know how well you could see the image. Let me see. Try doing it this way. And that pattern is, I'm sorry, I don't have the names, but this is the pattern. It's a really nice background pattern. And the next one is this one. This is what it looks like on the deboss side, and the, I think it's upside down, the emboss side, and the deboss side. Also nice background. I really like this one. The next one's one of the reasons why I bought this whole package. It's Chinese lanterns, and I have an example of that one as well in red. I had it backwards. This is the embossed, that's the deboss side. And if you want to, the next one is a koi pond. There's a couple of fish and some water swirls. And this is this one. And I used my pearl glimmer mist on this example to see kind of how it would look like. And those are the small folders. The next two folders are the large 5x7. This to me looks like cherry blossoms. I'll show you the inside, see if you can see the non-glare side. So that's the large 5x7 cherry blossoms, and this is what it looks like on paper. I really like this. I'm going to try it on white and see if I could use chalk to color in just the blossoms, and pink, and the stems, the tree stems in brown. So this is the embossed side. Nice big 5x7 background. Almost looks like parquet flooring to me because it crisscrosses. So that was the inside. Oh, you could really see the pattern here. That's a 5x7. Here's an example on black. I really like this as a background. So this is the embossed side, this is the debossed side. And the next is, oh no, there's one, oh there's two more, sorry. There's a bamboo, and it's a large bamboo stems and leaves. And that's a 5x7, and I have an example of that on this red cardstock. That's the embossed side. This is the debossed side. And last but not least is another 5x7, and it's a Geisha. And that I have example on cream. And actually I'm not sure whether it's the quality of the cardstock I was using, because it's a nice heavy 110-pound cardstock. It nearly ripped through several of the elements of the design, so it could also be that this paper is larger than the folder, and the tension on the paper causes the ripping and tearing and creasing. So here's a tip. In order to prevent the creasing, you need to have the paper the same size as your embossing folder. So that's the Asian ones. Next is the fabulous romance one, which is an HSN, possibly HSN exclusive. It doesn't list it as an exclusive, but it's not available anywhere else, at least not yet. This one is the Queen of Hearts. and it's a smaller folder. So here's a Queen of Hearts. And the example on white is right here. Emboss side, deboss side. So you see here, the page paper was larger than the embossing folder, and it caused all this nasty wrinkling. But this is just examples. The next one is also one of my faves, and it's a chandelier. And the chandelier is identical to the chandelier that's on one of the Cricut cartridges. And I'm sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll look it up and I'll post it on the video. The actual name of the cartridge it's on. So you could do a double layering. You can emboss the page and then have a superimposed cutout on top 3D'd. That would be nice. Let's see if I have an example of that. Here it is. That's the emboss side, and that's the deboss side. Next one is a small folder with some sentiments. Live, love, live, laugh, love, kisses, romance. An example of that is right here. Embossed, debossed. And the next three are large 5x7s. This one is a background. There's hearts and flowers. I don't think there's any animals. Oh yeah, there are. There's some birds. So it's a 5x7. And I only have a small fragment of that one. I don't have the full one because I'm using scrap papers. So that's the embossed side, and it's a really nice background. And this is the deboss side. Next one is this flourish, and is a large folder, 5x7. And here's the example. Oops, upside down, sorry. Emboss side and a deboss side. And this last folder is a 5x7, and the reason why I purchased the entire set, but I did end up liking the others. It's little conversation hearts. You know those little candies I used to get from your Valentine's in middle school, or your husband on his way home from work, gas station, on Valentine's Day because he forgets? No, mine's never done that. No. They're really cute, and there's all sorts of different sentiments. Cool. They even added Paris Hilton's Hot on it. So what I did with that one is I did do a sample on red cardstock. Here's the embossed side. There's the deboss side. But I went one further, and I cut them out in different colors. And these are adorable. So I'm thinking if you emboss the background and then use a dimensional on a couple of different color ones and put them over the original on the embossed paper, I think that'd be fabulous. Yeah, I did this while watching TV the other night. A lot of them. It's all hand cut. So that's my embossing folders for the Cuttlebug, the Asian, and Romance. And I'll just show you one more quick thing. This is a Christmas, I think winter special, or the winter bundle embossing folder for the Cuttlebug that I cut out, which is the wreath. And I have on it stickles on all of the elevated pieces. And then I used what is now has to be my favorite shiny tool, is this Smooch Spritz. It's like Glimmer Mist, except it's really has quite a bit more depth. You get a lot less of it, but I kind of added water to it as I was running lower because there was so much more left on the bottom of it. And I really, really like it. It does come in a glass tube rather than the plastic ones like Glimmer Mist. So those are my embossing folders for today. Please leave a comment. I'll be sharing some of my projects that I make with the Romance one.